Lots of teenagers are about to get very rich.
Why is that?
Well, the data strongly shows that traditional jobs are being...
So the premise of this video is ways that teenagers can make $500 per day with their phone. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at these 7.5 online jobs you can do from your phone. We're going to talk about them. We're going to talk about the viability of them and if it's something that you should really consider. Hi, my name is Alston Godbolt with alstongodbolt.com. I create content to actually help you make money online and not just to put money into my own pockets. And if you want to be added to this globe, simply reply or comment down below with your city, state, province, country, and I'll get you pinned.
Mark, I don't know what to do.
Well, that's why I'm going to be revealing the 7.5 best paid online jobs for teenagers.
Now remember that, 7.5 best paid online jobs for teenagers. Remember, that's very important for this video.
And this isn't any old list. For each one, I'm going to provide a real life example of a teenager currently killing it in that job. Job 1 is an advertising deal broker. Teenagers doing this.
So this is an interesting one. Basically what he goes on to say is that a teenager networks with people. He connects influencers and social media marketers with different ad agencies. Now that's interesting to know, but I don't think it's that simple. I don't think it's that easy. I think that you're going to have to build a lot of relationships. I think you're going to have to know people right from the jump in order to get this to work. Now, what he goes on to say, the best way to do this is to reach out to a bunch of different influencers and social media marketers via email. And you guys know how I feel about emailing people. It's a very low conversion rate and you're going to spend a lot of time doing it. Now, once you get your first client, which is always the hardest, once you get your first client, you're able to leverage that first client into additional clients. But, spraying and praying can be really difficult. It can be time consuming and little to no results. But could this work? Sure.
At this point, we received a cold email from a teenager called Christian.
Yeah, so a cold email is always tough. I get a bunch of these emails every single day. And one of the problems with these emails is they're all form emails. They change one or two sentences, they change the name, and it's very easy to see it. One thing that you're going to have to do is actually have to make it personalized. In fact, I'll probably get another 20 emails today telling me about how great my YouTube channel is, but my thumbnails aren't very good, or how great my YouTube channel is, but my video editing needs work. And so you want to make sure that you are personalizing these to the individual, which will actually take more time, but it will increase your chances of conversion.
He was able to secure the sponsorship we required for a 30% commission. Christian.
And the other thing too with that is that you want to actually make sure that you are not lying. A lot of these guys are lying in these emails. And let's say this YouTuber says, yes, I want to go with your 30% deal. You got to make sure that you have the deal lined up, or else, again, you're lying and you're going to lose credibility. So make sure that you're being honest and transparent and upfront when it comes to this type of stuff.
Christian told me that the best way to be successful with this job is to make friends in the right places.
Yes, make friends in the right places, which is much easier said than done. A lot of people pretend to be in the right places, especially on the internet. And so it can be a challenge to actually build the relationships that you need to build in order to make this type of money that they're claiming you can make.
Job 2 is a Discord community manager for Web3.
Now, I've heard of being a Discord community manager. I don't really understand Discord, so I struggle to see the value in it. Basically, I guess it's like a social media manager, but it's dedicated to Discord, which could be very interesting and very profitable, especially if you're a manager for multiple communities, or if the community is really big and maybe you need a team of people to manage. So yeah, I think this could work, and you could actually do this from your phone. So I like this opportunity.
These teens make more than $70,000 a year, depending on their multitasking ability.
One thing that you have to be aware of is that you have to work up to that number. A lot of people make the mistake of just assuming that they're just going to walk into that 70K per year. You have to get some knowledge and experience to get to that 70K. Your first job might be, $200, $500 a week. But once you gain more knowledge and experience, people will reach out to you. Hey, I heard that you're a good Discord community manager, or you can start reaching out to other people, or you could even teach what you learned.
He said that he wouldn't bat an eyelid at paying more than $2,000 per week if they were good at the job and represented the brand in a positive.
So the question would be, how large of a Discord community does Harry have? How much communication is going back and forth? How active is he in the Discord to be willing to pay $2,000 per week? And the other thing too with that is that he probably wants someone with significant experience. He probably wouldn't bring someone like me aboard that doesn't really understand the ins and outs of Discord, and so can get a little confused and overwhelmed with it.
Job 3 is writing scripts for content creators. These teams
Could do this from your phone. I think it would be kind of a challenge. You can use, obviously, voice notes or the note apps. This is probably much better for a desktop or a tablet. But he goes on to say with script writing, you're going to either write blog posts for other people, YouTube scripts, YouTube shorts, TikToks, things of that nature, which, has been talked about pretty frequently. And it's something that anybody can do as long as you are able to write coherently. That's one of the problems that people have is they talk like they write. And so, unfortunately, it doesn't always translate. So you'll have to be able to write simplistically, because most people have a very average comprehension level. And, the more smartly that you write, the more people you're going to turn off. So you have to be able to write simplistically, convey a message, and this can work.
It's all about value. If you charge $50,000 for a web page and it results in a business monthly profit going from $200,000 to $400,000, wouldn't you say it's worth it? It's all about.
That's what most people don't understand. People are willing to pay other people if there is a return on their investment, if it can save them time and make them money. If you can do something like that with your skill, it doesn't matter how saturated it is. It doesn't matter how many people are already doing it. If you can do it better than other people, you can charge more than other people. So the biggest pushback that I always get is everything's saturated. There's already someone doing it. However, if you can do it better, as they say, the cream rises to the top, you can command more money for it.
Everything from TikTok scripts to threads on Twitter. Content is king, and the magician behind all of this is often.
And one thing that's going to be even more important going forward is how well you can use AI writing software to connect with your target audience. So you might be brought aboard or you might be hired going forward to be a content writer, but your job is going to be improve what the AI writing software is already outputting. And so I get asked all the time, how is AI going to change everything? I don't think it's going to change everything. And I think it's going to change everything at the same time, because we're still going to need humans. We're still going to need people to look over what AI is spitting out and make sure that it can connect with other people. Because at the end of the day, we are marketing, we're selling our services to other people and not to other AI writing services.
Job 4 is a SaaS software coder. These teams.
All right. So I have background in software development. I used to be a web developer, and there's absolutely no way that I would try and do coding from my phone. I would lose my mind. I could barely do coding from a desktop. That's another story. But I would lose my mind if I tried to write code from my phone. But what he's talking about actually isn't coding. He's talking about selling software as a service. That could be anything from white labeling, web hosting, which I've done in the past. I used a computer to do that. You could also do like membership sites. You could buy software that's already done for you and then just white label it, like using something like Code Canyon. But I would not recommend you trying to code anything using your phone.
This stands for software as a service. Just think of how many online tools.
So think about anything that you do online. That can be everything from Netflix. That could be, I guess, starting a blog, but different get response, email marketing services, Zapier, email automation, even ChatGPT is software as a service. They're now charging $20 per month. But think about trying to do that from your phone. That would be incredibly difficult and incredibly frustrating unless you're an absolute whiz with the phone or you have a phone with a screen size the size of a laptop.
Daily basis. I know I love Notion, MailChimp, Photoshop, and many more. These online tools,
all of which would be impossible to code with your phone.
That's why he wanted to create a business with no inventory.
I think a great business with no inventory is affiliate marketing. You simply just create content and you push people to that product that they need. Usually the product is being sold by a third party like Amazon, Best Buy, Walmart, and you earn commissions for creating content. You don't have to worry about customer service. You don't have to worry about profit margins or any of that stuff. That's a good first business to get up and running. And You can do it at just about any age as long as you are aware of the laws of your local, state, and federal level.
Called Flick. So, the one thing to take from Sam's journey is that the most important part of business is solving an issue that affects a lot of people in a better way than what's.
The key to making money online and starting a business is save someone time, save someone money, or help them make more money, and you'll be successful. And that goes for anything. With the Flick software, he helps save time, which helps make the business money by scheduling social media. There are tons of them out there. You do have to find your unique special angle, and you could be successful with it.
What's currently available. Job 5 is a content redistribution editor. They can make a.
So this actually could be done from your phone as a teenager. You could use something like Canva to do it if you wanted to. Canva has an app. And basically what content redistribution means, you are going to take content from one place, whether it's TikTok or Instagram, and you're going to put it somewhere else. You might edit it a little bit so that it fits the necessary format, but that's really what it is. Now, the only drawback to that is there's software that does this type of thing. For example, I use repurpose.io when I upload a TikTok video. That's how I can be on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and a Facebook group without ever having to log into those sites. I have a pretty substantial posting schedule over on Instagram, and I haven't logged in weeks.
$120,000 to $150,000 per year. Ever had some food left over and decided just to throw it all in a pot and turn it into a soup?
This is a cute way to say social media manager.
But large creators don't want the hassle of editing everything themselves. Josh later went on to hire team members so that he could serve more clients.
Yeah, this is basically being a social media manager, just a different name. If I were to hire a social media manager, I would say take my clips and put them where they need to go so that I can gain my reach.
And increase his income. Job 6 is a website developer. Teens doing.
All right, once again, website developer. Like I said, my background is building WordPress websites. My background is dealing with different JavaScript and different programming languages. There's no way that I would spend 30 seconds, even 30 seconds, trying to program and code on my phone. Again, I'm bringing this up because it says 7.5 online jobs you can do from your phone. Website developer can be very profitable and very powerful. I talked about in a video yesterday that you could make up to $3,000 per client, maybe even more, being a 5-page WordPress developer. And with WordPress, you're not actually doing any of the coding. You are just changing settings, and you are making sure that you are making the website look pretty and making the and furthering the goals of the business owner. I really like that. Again, it doesn't require any coding. Sometimes the business owner wants additional features and functionality. Those are usually a couple plugins that you can go and find. But, being a website developer can be really rewarding. You can make a lot of money in it, but it's not something that I would recommend doing with your phone.
Doing this can earn an average annual salary of around $80,000 to $150,000 per year.
So I had no experience as a software developer. I had a degree, a computer science degree, and entry level, I made $84,000. So yes, this is totally doable. Again, I had no experience. I just had a degree from Oregon State University, and I was making $84K.
A good website developer knows that if you keep your clients on a monthly retainer, you can earn passive income just by doing small tweaks here and there.
And that's another cool thing about building out WordPress websites for small businesses. You can sell them what I call value-added services, where you can have them pay you monthly to do little things like keep your plugins up to date, make sure that the website's running smoothly. Maybe even they'll hire you to do some blog writing, then you can find somebody to do it. But yeah, you simply can get paid a retainer just to make sure things are up and up, because their website, for most companies, their website is how they make their money, and they will pay somebody to just make sure that they have money continuously coming in.
To cheap countries like Thailand, where he can live on less than $1,000 a month.
Where would you live? Comment down below. Where would you live if you were making $80,000? We'll say, for example, this person lives out in Thailand. Where would you go? Comment down below. Let me know where you would live.
The point of making money is to buy yourself freedom. Job 7 is a Twitter manager. Teens can earn around.
So yeah, Twitter could be another great way to go. This is basically social media. I would be concerned about the longevity of Twitter. simply because, with the changes at the top, it's very possible that Twitter could be going away or evolving. Also, paying for different tiers within Twitter has caused a lot of uproar and caused people to leave for things like Substack. So maybe you take your talents to Substack and that could be an opportunity, but there's no reason why you couldn't apply being a Twitter manager to being a YouTube manager, somebody that comes through and answers all of the comments. Quite frankly, even my tiny channel gets at least 100 comments every single day, if not more. And then, comments to those comments. So it's something that could be needed in the future. And then you just kind of give them a few ideas on what to write and what to say. And then you could hire somebody to basically just answer comments for you all day long. And you could do the same thing for TikTok, depending on how big you get, and any other social media platform. But yeah, you could be successful with this, and you could work for multiple clients.
He said 2 of the best ways to blow up nowadays on Twitter is to create threads and host spaces.
Right now, the best way to blow up on Twitter is video content. All of the social media platforms are trying to get into the vertical video game because of TikTok. And so Spaces, doing the voice thing, was Clubhouse like 2 years ago. While some people do it, I don't see a lot of Clubhouse or Spaces anymore. What I see a lot of are vertical videos. I see a lot of videos ported directly from TikTok without even the watermark removed. So doing vertical video, repurposing vertical video, like the distribution, I think is the best way to go in 2023.
Job 7.5 is an executive assistant.
So I think there are going to be a number of issues with a kid trying to be an executive assistant. And I think that you can't do this all from your phone. In this video, he goes on to say that the executive assistant travels around the world with the business owner. So I think there are going to be a number of problems there. You certainly can't do it just from your phone if you're traveling with your CEO or COO, whatever it might be. So overall, this is a pretty good video. I think that the title is a little bit misleading. I think there's really maybe 3 of them that you could actually do from your phone. But yeah, these are definitely cool ideas that not a lot of people are talking about, or at least not phrased the way that they're talking about. Again, if you want to learn more about my #1 recommended way to make money online from your phone, click the first link in the description or go to alstongodbold.com/start. When you click that first link, you'll be given some free affiliate marketing planners. Click the first link in the description or go to alstongodbold.com/start to learn more today. Watch this video next because YouTube says it will help you grow your online business.